we are about to replace the muffler on Termite. It's right now has the Flowmaster on it. I don't know what series it is. I'm thinking probably a 40 because it's pretty loud and it does sound good. There's nothing really necessarily, I don't know what that was, but since necessarily wrong with it. But with the gear change and the RPM, when you're riding at 50 to 55, you know, range, it's just got a really, really big drone inside of here. Outside of that, it's okay, but it is loud and mainly just for those drone purposes in that range. So we're going to be swapping over to a Dynamax. I like Dynamax. That's what I run on my Super Bs, what I've always run on my cars and stuff like that. We're going with the Super Turbo. On my Super B, I have Ultra Flows, which is the louder, more higher performance muffler. That's what I've run on other cars and stuff like that. But I have run these on one of the Trail Dusters I had the Super Turbo. It's just a nice mellow sound. You'll still hear it, but it's not, they don't really drone or anything like that. So we're hoping this is gonna be a pretty straightforward swap. Nothing too crazy. The muffler in there now is in with clamps. It's not welded in, so should be able to pop the clamps loose and may have to trim the pipe. I hadn't got another and just completely measured, but we may have to trim the pipe to fit. But yeah. And this is the 17733. That's the part number for that we went with. It's got the center inlet and offset outlet, which is what's in here now. So gonna put this in and see how different it sounds. All right, as you can see here, I just got the old Flowmasters. I've got the clamps oiled up, let them soak for just a minute. It's really dirty under here from DeSoto. If you watched our, I don't know which sequence this is gonna be in, the video we were in DeSoto where it was rainy, that's what all this is still from. Hadn't quite got her completely cleaned up under here, but hopefully, these are pretty close and similar size. This muffler has a kind of like, it's not an adapter, but it's a little bit of length here that we can play with and do if we have to, but I think it's gonna be pretty darn close to what's in there. So hopefully not too much modification it'd be in. That's good.
Hot muffler? Hot.
It's hot.
Everything's hot right now.
That's true.
Do you have a thermostat in here? Oh, you do.
It's not gonna accommodate for the humidity.
That's true. It won't. Oh God, it's covered in stuff. Easily 92 in here. Easily. With 1,000% humidity. Let you pick up and kind of wiggle. Let's move like that. You want me to crank it?
For the new sound?
Do you want to show?
I don't care. I'm way less sturdy than you, so let me get in the car.
there. All right, it's time for Termite's
Nervous.
new sound. It's gonna be a lot more mellow. Not nearly as loud.
It's not nearly as loud.
A lot quieter.
This is where it was worst. I mean, you can still hear it, but it's not nearly as obnoxious.
All right, guys. So the muffler is on, and because it's so hot out here, I didn't even think about doing a side-by-side kind of comparison of the mufflers. But, well, I did, I just didn't video it. And they are pretty much the exact same dimension. As you saw, we didn't have to cut any pipe. It's literally slipped right back into the same spot. So, I'm not sure which series Flowmaster this is. You can see the part numbers there. Maybe you know. I'm going to guess just from experience, probably about a 40 series. It's pretty loud. And as I said, this is the Super Flow. Now, you know how they do these charts on the side. You can see here they compare this to a few things, and they say it flows better. Now, you know, obviously on a Wagoneer, you're not gonna tell anything like that. But Dynamaxes are really good mufflers. Like I said, I have Ultra Flows on here, and I love the way Ultra Flow sounds on muscle cars and stuff like that. But on the Wagoneer, because we're it is, you know, road tripping, we're on the road, we're riding. It is an old Jeep, and so a quiet interior is a fantasy. But we do want to try to make it as comfortable and as quiet as possible, because, like, you know, in a few months we're planning to go to Arkansas and ride some trails up there. And so from here, that's at least 7.5, 8 hours on the highway. So, you know, having it a little as comfortable as possible in that period of time, it just makes it a little bit better. Now, if it's just me, just a guy, you know, I've had so many vehicles with no air conditioner. Roll the windows down, let's run it, I don't care. When you got 2 kids and a wife, and I am getting older, and as I get older, I appreciate those comforts a little better. It just makes it a little bit nicer. So anyway, as Andrea mentioned, she went down the road, and she said one thing that you can hear now is you can hear the wind noise that the tent makes on top so much more. So a whole lot we can do about that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm glad we did that. That was kind of something I've wanted to do. I enjoyed the Flowmaster sound, but this was kind of something that was in the back of my mind that I wanted to do. So we got that muffler for like 60 something bucks, free shipping. I mean, it was not very expensive at all. And so yeah, and if anybody local wants this Flowmaster, holler at me. I can hook you up, because I'm not going to do anything with it. So anyway.
The cicadas are officially louder than Termite.